You want me to say it?
Fuck it, you've done it again. What's going on, guys?
Fine.
It's the Mighty Dark 13, back again with the wonderfully disastrous podcast with my co-host, Matthew.
Hi.
So, first off, we can only apologise. We can only apologise for the massive break between podcasts.
My fault.
Yes. And this is where Matt, because we've not discussed this at all, we've been professional as ever and not actually discussed what we're going to fucking do.
Oh no, we jumped into this with nothing.
Mm-hmm. So whereas the Ghost one was quite well structured, the next...
This is going to encapsulate the name of the podcast.
Yes, this is going to be a fucking disaster.
But it's going to be incredible.
It will be probably one of our best podcasts.
Probably.
Although,
because we're both insane right now.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't help we're both also very tired. Matt keeps coughing a lung up every time I make him laugh.
Yeah, I've had Ebola for the past 4 weeks.
Yeah, so Matt's dying of Ebola. I've got fucking elbow Ebola because I'm a dipshit and fell over playing football.
Oh, well done.
I know, I'm so clever. So yes, this podcast is going to be about... Matt, tell the peoples.
Game nostalgia.
So, obviously, me and Matt kind of went into how we met last time. Time before, sorry, which was on Xbox through #mutualfriend.
Yeah.
Determined to get that trending on Twitter.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know.
You need at least 100,000 retweets.
That's fine. I will offer nudes at 1 million retweets.
Everyone dislike it.
Yeah. Everyone's just trying to spam and get my channel shut down now. So, this is the last podcast ever. Thanks for listening, guys.
It's been a good run.
It's been, for the 3 episodes we've been here, it's been fucking incredible.
My phone is ringing again, so if anyone hears it, I'm sorry.
Yes. In all seriousness, mine and Matt's schedules weren't linking up, as well as other problems that we won't go into. Just for
3.5 hour time difference.
Yes, that too, which really doesn't help matters. I mean, it's 11:30 now.
Whereas it is 8 o'clock for me.
Exactly, so I'm not going to sleep until sort of late, should we say. But anyway, enough bitching about things. Game nostalgia.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm looking at this and, I mean, I'm just going to jump straight in. One of my favourite ever games, nostalgia-wise, and this isn't just going to be games that me and Matt have played together, it's going to be games that we've played. And for me, I'm going to start off with Wii Sports.
Wii Sports?
Wii Sports, the original Wii game. Came with the Wii itself.
I had that.
I still have that. I was playing Wii earlier.
Oh, we still have it too, I just don't play it anymore.
No, it's a good way to stand fit. I used to love tennis, would be my thing on Wii Sports.
I liked baseball and bowling.
So yeah, bowling was pretty fun. I was crap at baseball.
So was I, but I still liked it.
Oh, I've got a funny story about the baseball actually.
Oh, great!
It did actually happen to me. My parents.
I have one about the bowling actually.
Right, well, let me get my story done first, dickhead.
God. Go ahead. I was just saying that I have one for after.
Well, that's nice. Shut the fuck up and let me talk.
No.
Well, fuck you then. Get your own damn podcast.
This is half my podcast.
Fuck you.
Look, there are 2 hosts, so technically we each own half.
Oh, just shut up. Anyway, back to the story before we have a complete bitch fest. Basically, my mum and dad are playing baseball on the Wii, and they'd bought, you know, you could get those accessory packs. So, like, you had like a baseball bat attachment, a tennis racket attachment, all that. My mum and dad are playing baseball, and my dad has swung the baseball attachment, and it's come off.
Okay.
And almost gone through my fish tank.
Oh, I was expecting it to hit someone.
No, thankfully I was sat behind him at the time.
Oh.
And I kind of started freaking out because I thought, shit, he's killed my fish.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Well.
Yeah. So, #nostalgiaisms.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about with the attachments because we never had those.
Yeah. I would say I'd find a picture, but that'd be effort, and it means more editing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, onto your bowling story.
Yeah. So this was on Christmas morning when we first got the Wii.
Mhm.
And I was playing bowling.
Yeah.
And my twin sister was sitting behind me on the floor.
I can see where this is going.
So I swing my hand back to actually throw the ball, and I hear a crack. Long story short,
You
I
smacked her in the
smacked my
face.
sister in the back of the head with the Wii remote.
Was she pissed?
She cried because we were like 10.
That's brilliant.
And I kind of felt bad, but mostly I was just like, oh, well, that screwed up my shot.
To be fair.
It's like, I was winning until that happened.
I'm going to stop playing with a lighter in front of me before I set myself on fire.
Why are you trying to set yourself on fire?
I'm not trying to set myself on fire.
It's not good for your health.
I know it's not good for my health, but I want to be like bacon.
Why would you want to be like bacon?
I don't know. This podcast is going to be a fucking clusterfuck.
Hence the name.
Yes, okay, fair.
We named it this for a reason.
Yes. Yes, so it's the thing is with how me and Matt met, one of the first games we played together, I think, if I'm right in saying this, was Minecraft.
It was the first game we played together.
Yeah, because I didn't have Left 4 Dead.
Anything.
No, literally had nothing.
You had Minecraft, FIFA,
and FIFA.
Formula 1.
Yeah, literally. To be fair, not much has changed.
Exactly.
But yeah, I had only had Minecraft, so me, Matt, and our
hashtag mutual friend.
Thank you. I was going to say unanimous friend, and for some reason I was like, no, hang on, that's not right.
The heck is a unanimous friend?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? I don't know half the shit that comes out of my mouth.
Fair enough.
Oh, here we go. I've killed Matt. Yeah, so I remember the first.
Okay.
No one cares, Matt. No one cares.
True.
I remember the first ever thing I did on Minecraft before I played online with Matt was I spent 4 hours in a world with my friend Connor from school, and basically spent that time demolishing a mountain and building my house.
First thing I ever did in Minecraft was get blown up.
Yeah, mainly by me.
No, I mean before Minecraft was multiplayer on Xbox.
Damn, someone's going retro. Then
when
again,
it first came out on Xbox, and food healed your health rather than your food bar.
I remember that. I came to Minecraft late. I didn't get it until I think late 2012.
I had it when it first came out because I was obsessed with the game.
This is where someone looks it up and just in the comments it's like, oh, actually Minecraft came out in blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't care. I don't
know when it.
I'm sure it was like 2010.
How old was I in 2012?
I don't fucking know. I don't know how old I am, mate.
13?
Jesus Christ.
I was 13.
Yeah.
I would say it probably hit. Well, how old was I when we started talking?
We said this in the first
14?
podcast. Something like that, yeah. Don't know why. Yeah, so
it probably came out when I was 13 then.
Yeah. So we were sort of obviously it was a bit strange at first because everyone was like hyped about Minecraft, and obviously I got an Xbox for Christmas in 2012. No, 2011. Sorry, because I got FIFA 12, and that they work a year behind.
Yeah.
So, for me, like Minecraft was just something different. And then obviously I met a lot of Americans and whatever. There's very few British people playing Minecraft, apart from my friend Ryan. Yeah, and then obviously me and Matt met, and I think I can safely say the last 4 years of us playing Minecraft has basically descended into starting off trying to do something very, very seriously, and then getting bored and start trying to kill each other repeatedly.
Pretty much.
Or I'll go quiet and then scream something at the top of my lungs, or scream like a little bitch when something blows up behind me.
Yes.
Which actually happened before. It's also happened on another game.
Yeah.
And Matt, you know the game I'm talking about because it's when my dad walked in because I screamed.
Mm-hmm.
And that game would be Left 4 Dead 2, which...
Another game we played the shit out of.
Yes, but it has replayability, I find.
Sometimes.
I think it depends what sort of mood you're in.
Yeah.
To be frank,
I was playing it for like 3 years before you got it.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, I came in
I'd already played the shit out of it.
Yeah, I came in a complete noob and was... Well, I don't know, I wasn't... No, I can't even say that. I was fucking shit. I was dreadful. I'd be...
You were so bad at it that you lowered my skills in it, because we play on normal now, and I used to play on expert.
Yeah. Well, put it this way, I would be the one who'd be like, don't worry, guys, I've got this. Run in there with a grenade launcher and blow myself up.
So here's the thing. I played on expert by myself, on advanced with our mutual friend, and then when we played with Grant, we had to play on normal.
I can't help being a noob, okay?
This is recently.
I'm better now, ish.
Even still, we still play on normal.
Yeah, I know, because I get pissed off.
Sometimes we go to advanced, and we always die.
I know. I mean, it does lead on to a funny story, though. We were playing... The three of us were online one night, and we were, as we normally do, just chatting complete shit.
Mm-hmm.
As we normally do. It's 3 friends on Xbox. I've been up for like almost 12 hours at that point. I was tired, quite pissy, because I was getting fucked off with having stuff jumping at me.
Yes.
Walked around a corner, and for anyone who doesn't play Left 4 Dead 2, there's this thing called a boomer, which in essence is a massive fat guy with a really, really bad cold. It's the only way I can think of describing it. And he explodes when he sees you. With
all over the place.
Yes, with boils all over the place. I walked round the corner and saw this thing, and he went rah at me, and I shit myself. And when I say I shit myself, I mean I full on fucking screamed. To the extent that my dad actually walked in and was like, "Can you shut the fuck up, please? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning."
That's amazing.
Literally though, like, that was the thing, is it was fucking terrifying, because I used to play with the lights off quite a lot.
Yeah.
Just, well, it was easier. Plus the lights started to hurt my eyes after a while.
I would find that it would hurt my eyes more if I had the lights off and playing the game.
I don't know, it's a bit of a strange one on that score, but I think Left 4 Dead is probably one of my favourite games. As Matt does of his Ebola.
Yeah, look, the longer we talk, the worse it's gonna get.
Still, we've been going for 13 minutes at this point. We've got another 45 to go, so suck it up, buttercup.
And this is how bad it is already, so we can only imagine. I am going to lose my voice tomorrow.
Pardon? Sorry. Yeah, so it's kind of a strange one, really. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of shooter games. Oh shit, Skype's crashed. Right, so back after a brief outage as Skype decided to have a spaz attack.
Technical difficulties.
Yes, technical difficulties. Please vacate the building.
Yes. As I was saying, when it comes to nostalgic games, Grant goes the past few years, but I go back to Nintendo 64 because the first game I ever played was the original Paper Mario.
Oh God, really?
Yes, and I was terrible at it. But Oh, and this was when we had to rent a Nintendo 64 because we didn't own one, and I played through the entire game in like 3 days.
That's impressive.
And I was terrible at it, but on the final boss, it took my brother like 50 tries to beat it, and I managed it on my first try, and I rubbed it in his face for like a week.
That's mad. I think, talking of nostalgic games, I mean, a lot of people are not going to know what I'm talking about, but my mum and dad had a Sega game console.
Never had a Sega game console.
Well, my parents did, and I played Sonic the Hedgehog, the original one. And again, I was fucking useless at it. Like,
the old Sonic games are very difficult.
They are, and there's something about them that's just so enjoyable.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had 17 million reboots.
That is true.
But
some of them better than the others.
Yes, I mean, there's a version on Xbox that I own, and it's okay, but it's not great.
I think one that everyone kind of makes fun of is called Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
Where he's like a werehog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But for me, the most nostalgic game is probably the original Paper Mario, and then probably the early Pokemon games.
See, I was never really into Pokemon until Pokemon Go came about.
Which one?
Pokemon Go, so you know, the mobile app.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I played that. I can't play it on my iPhone anymore.
That's not real Pokemon.
No, but it's fucking awesome. Apart from, I kid you not, right? We were sat in a park one day, me and a few of my mates, and I kid you not, there was a group of about 15 people, all dressed in bloody Pokemon costumes, running around the park.
That surprised you?
No, it just made me really, really fucking annoyed to be British, to be frightfully honest.
I mean...
Like,
would you rather Pokemon or weird anime?
I mean, Pokemon basically is weird animals.
Not animals, anime.
Oh, anime. Yeah, no, Pokemon all day long. My girlfriend watches anime, or her sister does anyway. Completely off topic, my girlfriend's been watching an anime called Bleach recently.
My brother's obsessed with that and I hate it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, to be honest. I watched about 15 episodes when I stayed round hers. And I lost track of what was going on in about 5 minutes and I gave up.
Yeah, I disliked it the first episode I watched.
Yeah, I sort of sat there and was like, no, I'm not dealing with this shit.
Yeah, but back on track. We're not talking anime.
Yes, no, because fuck that. I don't know enough about anime.
I know a good bit. But...
Shut up. Shit. Where were we? Yes, games. I guess another nostalgic game for me, really, and this isn't. I mean, to some people, it ain't really that nostalgic, but for me, it's FIFA 12 because that's the first ever FIFA game I got.
I've never played a FIFA game.
Yeah, you ain't missing out. Believe me, you're not. But no, I mean, I think I look at it that way, and people have different reasons for loving nostalgic games. I played the shite out of FIFA 12. Same with F1 2011. And the weird thing is with F1 2011 and 2010, they both have more replayability than any of the old FIFAs. Which is really weird because, like, I don't know what it is about the F1, but there's so much. The games are better than the older ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in some ways that does kind of. Like, that kind of says a lot about the games market, that the newer the games get, the less replayable they are.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even the problem is with Minecraft is, with us, we overplayed it.
Yeah, we did everything we could faster than the updates could come out.
Yeah, exactly. And then the problem is we now sit there like, oh, well, there's nothing to do in Minecraft, and then there's just a shit ton of updates. I mean, to the extent I went to jump on Minecraft for like 5 minutes. I had to wait about 3-4 hours for my Xbox to download an update.
Yeah.
For Minecraft, and it was like 1 gig. And I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. Like, Minecraft will always hold a special place in my heart.
I mean, I played it for like an hour a couple weeks ago. That was it.
The thing is I think we're used to playing in not massive groups, but we're used to playing it with like the three of us.
Yeah.
And I think when you then go drop down to like two people, and then, or even if you drop down to playing it on your own, then it all just gets a bit crap.
No.
Yeah, because
things take longer and you get less done and you're less productive.
Yeah.
And when it's you and me, we just kind of punch each other for an hour. So, I mean, nothing gets done.
Yeah, basically.
But we just played it too much.
Yeah, I think that was the problem, is we just overplayed it. And I think, I mean, we still go back to it now. Don't take this as if we've sworn we're never going to play Minecraft again.
No, we still go back to it. It's just that we play it for a lot. We don't play it for 6 hours like we used to.
Whereas we could, as Matt says, sit there for 6 hours working on something. I mean,
now we kind of play for a half an hour, then just punch each other for an hour, and then go to a different game.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we are very, very, it's like, yes, let's do this. Let's build a house.
And as of recently, the game we've gone to the most is probably GTA.
Yes, mainly because there's many creative ways we can kill each other on there.
Yeah. I was a lot less interested in GTA until I figured out that I'm decent at kamikazeing into Grant in an airplane. Or just like bailing out when he doesn't have a parachute.
Yeah.
And that made it a lot more fun.
The thing with that is, right, is Matt, I'd be in the big, anyone who plays GTA, you've got the big cargo plane that doesn't move very fast.
Yes.
Well, I'd be in that, and then Matt would come up in one of those nippy little fucking things.
And just rhyme into you.
And it'd be like, hey, I'd be like, oh, fuck's sake. I would hear him coming, and I'd hear him laughing, I'd just be like, please, God.
And the thing is, I'd always bail out before it actually hit you.
Yeah, I mean, there was that, and then there was that time that I just started chasing you around with a car.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, right, is with us, we can take games seriously. Like, we'll do the heists on GTA, and we will take it ridiculously seriously.
Oh, we got so pissed one night.
Oh, God, we've got to tell that story.
And not pissed in the drunk way, pissed in the angry way.
Yeah, no, we were doing, I think it was for the heist finale. Finale. That's the one.
Yeah, and someone had to fly a helicopter and land it properly.
Oh, God.
And
yeah.
We're dumb enough to trust a stranger with it.
Yeah, basically, it all went fine until
the very end.
Literally, we've done the heist, we've done the difficult bit. Literally
the last 20 seconds.
The person just needs to land the helicopter in the middle of a beach and just let us get on. What does the fucking idiot do? I go to walk away from the helicopter because I'm thinking I don't really want to get landed on, obviously, because I don't want to die.
Mm-hmm.
And this fucking idiot killed me with the fucking tail rotor on it.
Yep.
Not even the big one. The tiny little one.
Didn't we try that one again afterwards? And the person flying at that time somehow managed to flip the helicopter and crash it.
Yeah, literally, I have never been so angry.
Oh, at the exact same moment, by the way, they flipped the helicopter at the same moment, so we finished the heist again, and all they had to do was land.
And they fucked it. I've never been so pissed off. Like, literally, Matt, I think this is the only time you've genuinely been concerned for my blood pressure, is I was going fucking ballistic. I was saying words that I didn't know were in the English vocabulary.
I've never heard you use the word cunt more often.
Oh, you're not supposed to say that on the fucking channel, you dick.
Am I not?
No.
You haven't.
Oh, well, fuck it. We're rolling with it. Who cares?
You say everything.
Yes,
I find
I know.
it unbelievable that you've never said that on your channel.
No, never have. Dad has once. And now I guess I don't know. Who cares?
Well, look, I'm not. Is it like a really bad word there or something?
No, it's just some people who let their parents watch my channel, let their kids watch my channel, get a bit uppity with me about using certain words.
Oh, you know what? It's me. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Yes,
I
exactly.
said it.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
In fairness, I usually swear like once a week.
Yeah, exactly. So he's used up his thing for the week.
Even though there's no one else here right now, so I can swear as much as I want.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Grant went ballistic.
I was ranting and raving. I'm not kidding. You know, I said to you I had a glass of drink in my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had a drink. I slammed it down that hard. It went fucking everywhere. I was so pissed off because we'd worked so hard, and the thing is me and Matt are in a party, so we can't hear what the other guys are saying.
Nope.
So
I think we tried inviting them at one point, and they just
no, we didn't. We made the mistake of having an open party when there was a 6-year-old playing with us.
Oh yeah.
And Jesus Christ, I privately messaged Matt saying someone kick this kid because I'm going kick him from the party, not literally find out where he lives and kick him in the face. Although, believe me, I was fucking tempted.
I don't think we kicked them from the party. I think we went into a private chat.
Yes, because it was just a case of they were. Yes, literally, they were just not fucking. It was a case of they were sitting there and they were being so fucking loud.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you're not helping. And the worst thing is after all this, we then had multiple issues with trying to find people to join the things. We spent literally about 2 hours waiting.
Yeah.
And in that time, it was just like, fuck's sake.
Basically, if you're doing GTA heists and you don't already have a group of 4, you're fucked.
Yeah, basically.
So that's the thing. But I have never heard Grant as genuinely upset with someone on Xbox.
It took all of Matt's persuasive powers not for me to send them a message berating them.
I'm surprised you didn't.
I was so fucking tempted. It pissed me off so much.
Yeah.
Because we'd worked so hard. It's to the extent I know flying a helicopter on GTA is hard.
Yeah, but you don't just flip it.
No, what pissed me off more is the flipping the helicopter. I've done it before. I understand. I was still pissed off. But what really pissed me off is when... I
can understand flipping it when you're in the air, but this person managed to flip it when they were close to the ground. So...
Like, what pissed me off more was being hit by the fucking tail rotor when it's so small.
Yeah. That's the thing that happened.
I was so fucking pissed. Like, I'm not even gonna...
I'll be honest, it was funny from my point of view seeing it, but then it was just annoying.
I think plus the fact that I called him the C word about 17 times in a row while religiously punching my chest of drawers. I was so annoyed.
And I was secretly laughing in my head at him. But
yeah, it was one of these things. If Matt had laughed out loud, I would have reached down the headset and fucking strangled him. I don't care if that's impossible. I would have. I was so annoyed. I was...
Either that or you would have actually, like, grown wings and fly.
I would have flown to bloody Canada just to slap you. I mean, there was that... we also played Dead Island, which in itself...
is a glitchy piece of crap, but it's beautiful.
It is. I mean, there's cars that you can drive on there, so...
Didn't we get a car stuck in a tree at one point?
Yes, because you crashed into me. I was trying to slow for a corner and you rammed me in the arse. Like...
And you went flying.
Literally, I had stopped because I was trying to make sure there was no zombies in front of me, because obviously you hit a zombie with a car, it don't work properly. And Matt's not seen this, and all of a sudden I've heard Matt squeak. I've looked back to see him barreling up to me flat out. I thought, oh shit. Then, actually, there's another thing from Dead Island. Do you remember when we had to use the armoured truck? And I
Yes.
don't know how you didn't notice, but I managed to park it right behind you.
Really?
Yes, and you screamed. I managed to park it right behind you. You literally jumped in game. You jumped backwards and went, "What the fucking hell?"
I don't remember that.
I do. I vividly remember it because it was the funniest thing. Because you generally didn't see it. I don't know how. It's a massive fuck off truck.
Okay, but if you parked behind me and I'm looking away from it, of course I didn't notice it.
No, but the fact that I literally said to you, "Matt, I'm bringing a truck round."
Yeah, but when you say bringing the truck around, I don't expect it to be in my arse. So, like, I expect you to, like, pull up next to me, or in front of me, or, like, a few feet away, but not, like, on me.
No, basically. But, I mean, I remember Dead Island, I got the version that has a lot of extra DLC with it.
Yes.
But I also, Matt had played with someone who'd, did they cheat an AK-47 in?
Yes, there were cheated weapons in it.
Yes. Well, I ended up with
I had a number of them.
Yes.
And I knew how to duplicate them.
Yes. Well, it got to a stage that I was getting pissed off with getting bitch slapped, so I literally just went in and fucking opened up with this AK-47.
Yes. That literally one-shots everything.
Yeah, literally. We ended up speed running the entire fucking level.
Yeah.
And it was a bit like, oh, well, what do we do now? To the extent I was looking for zombies so that I could go and hit them so that I earned more XP.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I would be a completionist about it and collect everything. And I had all of the things that are known as developer weapons. One of which is called the left hand of Glova, which literally is just your fist, and when you punch a zombie, it goes flying.
Yes. Problem being that someone decided not to tell me this before we started playing and threw a zombie at me. And as you can imagine, it set me on fire.
Did it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that weapon does set the zombie on fire. Yes,
it does.
Fire.
And you threw said zombie right at me. Sorry if you can hear my chair clicking, by the way, guys. I've been sat on my leg for the last half an hour and it's gone to sleep.
Yeah, I'm leaning on my arm, so I'm going to have the same issue soon.
Yeah, so your arm's going to be asleep, my leg's going to sleep.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is, like with games, there's got to be my all-time nostalgia game, and this is on Xbox anyway, will always be F1 2010.
Yeah.
And I didn't get 2010 until I think 2013. But it was the first F1 game on Xbox and PlayStation. But there's something about it. I can't put my finger on it. But there is just something that makes that game fucking brilliant. And Matt will tell you, I've been on the headset with him while I've been playing before, and that game pisses me off like there's no tomorrow sometimes.
Yes.
I will be leading by about 30 seconds and then get taken out going into a corner.
Yes, that game pisses him off, and he had a habit of pissing us, or me and the mutual friend off by making us wait an hour when we would get in the party with him. Because he'd be playing that.
What is it? To be fair, it was normally FIFA.
That too. We literally had to tell him at one point, can you stop doing that when you're getting in a party with us? Because it's like, we wait on you to play.
Yeah, literally. I mean, to be fair,
we literally wouldn't play until you joined us.
I know, and to be fair, I got better.
Sit there and wait.
The problem is when our mutual friend said, "Yes, I'll be here at this time," and then would be an hour late. Also. Yes. And then,
in fairness, mutual friend has a child.
Yes, I know, but I'd be like, "Oh, it's fine."
Young child.
I know, but I'm like, "Oh, it's fine. I'm just going to go play Xbox or I'm going to go play football for a little while." Play FIFA for a little while, and that little while would last the full hour. And normally when mutual friends showed up, I was halfway through a match.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's weird. I wouldn't pick any of the FIFAs as like a nostalgic game. They might change when I go next gen, because I'm still rocking an Xbox 360. Hello. But
I still have it for Xbox. I'm still old gen.
yes, I know, because you rub it in because you've got a PlayStation 4.
I specifically bought PlayStation 4 for like 2 games.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, right, is...
one of them was PS4 exclusive.
Yeah. That's the thing, is I think with the new gen games and whatever, GTA, whatever console I get, I'm going to buy GTA because it is just a phenomenal game.
Mm-hmm.
And I love playing it. Like, it's just something... I've not got Xbox Live at the moment. I can go through and play single player challenges to my heart's content.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is it has great play, but you can go and pimp a car and you can kill prostitutes and run people over and do whatever. But you can actually be semi-serious as well.
Well, as serious as GTA can get.
Yes, and I mean, you're talking about glitchy physics. Need I mention the time we tried to drive trucks up Mount Chiliad?
Oh, God.
That was going
well until we actually got to the mountain.
It was going well until mutual friend drove into me.
Yeah, and then everything went downhill.
Yep, literally.
No pun intended.
No, literally, it all went wrong.
It went downhill, it rolled downhill.
Shit quite literally rolled downhill.
Yeah.
And
that exploded.
Yeah, literally. So we lost. I think I lost my truck. Did you lose yours?
Mine didn't blow up, but it was knocked off path enough to get stuck in a ditch.
Yeah, and I mean, mutual friends just kind of sat up the top like, sorry. Yeah. By this point, I'm frothing at the fucking mouth like Jesus saints.
I was just kind of like, well...
That's that challenge fucked.
How did that happen? Did we make the mistake of letting her go in the middle?
No, I think we let her...
Did she go first?
No, we let her lead.
She stopped.
We let her lead and she stopped. When I specifically said, do not brake here, we will not get going again.
Yeah.
And she stopped. And I didn't realise, went into the back of her, which then knocked my truck...
Everything going wrong.
Yeah, literally knocked my truck sideways, which then knocked Matt's sideways. And then we fell down a mountain.
In fairness to mutual friend, this was maybe her third time playing GTA.
Yeah, and to be frightfully honest, it was kind of... I had seen it done on YouTube and was like, fuck it, let's recreate this. We're good at gaming, we can do this.
As in, she doesn't even like GTA, but she played it because we wanted to try it.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. I think that's more something we play when it's just us on Xbox together.
Yeah.
Because, it's a very sort of...
It's chaotic enough to keep us entertained.
Yes, because, frankly, we're fucking morons when it comes to gaming. If we can't blow stuff up or get in a fight, we ain't interested.
Exactly.
I mean, put it this way, when we played Left 4 Dead, I would sometimes chase Matt around and hit him with a med pack. Or we'd shoot each other. Like, we wonder why we failed so many times. It's because we'd shoot each other.
Oh yeah, literally we'd just get so bored, we'd just be like, oh, I'm just going to shoot him in the face now with a shotgun. Why not?
Mind you,
I would normally win when we get in a gunfight because I would use a longer ranged weapon.
Yes. And then I would always insist on using a hunting rifle to play. And I'd be like, hey, I can snipe him. And Matt and mutual friend will be down blowing zombies up. And I'm just sitting up there going, headshot. So basically being
we both use sniper rifles. You use the hunting rifle and I use the other one.
I don't like the sniper rifle.
The hunting rifle is a sniper rifle.
No, I know, but I don't like the actual sniper rifle. I prefer the hunting rifle.
I think the hunting rifle does slightly more damage, but has less ammo.
Yeah.
But I like the actual sniper rifle. And the thing is, Grant would stay in the back and try to actually snipe. I would actually use it close range. Because the accuracy is just as good.
And
debatably better.
The thing with it is I've never been one for playing shooting games. Like, I've never really had an interest until I started playing with Matt and mutual friend. We need to get her on this fucking podcast at some point.
We do.
Because I'm getting so annoyed with calling her mutual friend.
Yeah, I mean, We could just ask her if we can use her name.
Yeah, but that's effort. Like, when I use her name, I want it to be because she's on the podcast.
True.
The thing is, I mean, I doubt your family listens to. I mean, I still have things. It's another Xbox story. We were gaming one night for my birthday, and Matt told his sister that it was my birthday, and she did she even pick up the headset? She shrieked, and when I say shrieked, it was like a banshee's scream. And she just screamed happy birthday at me and almost blew my fucking eardrums out.
Yes.
She, like, no word of a lie, damn nigh blew my fucking head off. And I was a bit like, the fuck? And to this day now, I'm actually petrified that when me and Matt meet up, I kind of don't want to go and see him where he lives, because if his sister's there and she screams, then I'm going to go deaf.
Well, the good thing for you with that now is that my sister lives 4 hours away now. So.
Yay. Although you're going to be a dick, and when I say, yeah, I'm coming over, you're going to be like...
Oh, I'm totally going to get her to be home for it.
You would as well, because you're an asshole.
And I will tell her ahead of time to scream in your ear when she sees you.
I can have no one can have complaints then if I sort of jump in the air and sort of
drop kick her?
Yeah, effectively.
Oh, that would just be a plus.
Such a good brother.
Look, she's my twin. I can say shit about her. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean...
Also, yeah, fun fact about me, everyone. I have a twin sister. Woo.
And before any of the perverts on here start getting gooey-eyed, she's taken.
She is, for the past 4 years. 5 years?
Why are you asking me? I don't fucking know.
I'm trying to remember. I think 4 years.
Oh, shit.
It might be 5 years, though.
I don't know why I'm looking at my dad's rotor. I'm trying to figure out what time he finishes tonight, and... Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Ugh.
Ugh. My cushion's fallen off my chair as well, and I don't want to move because it makes... I found out in the last podcast, by the way, for anyone who was wondering what the loud cracking noises were, that was the chair I was sitting on. I'm sitting out in my computer room to film this because if I sit in my bedroom, I disturb fucking everyone. So I'm sat downstairs at 10 past midnight recording a fucking podcast with a Canadian. And,
hey.
And people said I wouldn't amount to anything in life.
Rude.
Yes,
I don't know if that's more rude to yourself or rude to me.
I don't care. Yes, but back to...
Fair enough.
Back to games. Because I did say at the start this podcast was going to be a clusterfuck.
Yes, and it's beautiful.
This is what originally the postcode?
The postcode.
This is what
we
the
post. Sending everyone an individual recording to your postal box.
Literally, if you've
Let
ever
us know
pissed
your
me off.
postal codes in the comments. Don't actually do that.
No, please do. I will send shit in the mail.
Literally.
Literally.
We'll do that old prank where you just leave a flaming bag of dog shit on. But we'll post it to them instead.
Oh my god. Yeah, but we'd end up burning half the fucking... Because the thing is, right, is... Our mutual...
We just might need to find a way to make it burn for 3 weeks.
Yeah, basically.
Or give the postman a very big tip.
just clap at him like, take this to Afghanistan or somewhere like that.
And set it on fire when you deliver it.
Yeah, literally. I say Afghanistan, this is completely off topic. I was looking at my demographics.
Yes.
Right, I have people watching my videos from UK, fair enough. Canada, fair enough. Like America as well. What I don't understand is why I have people in Korea watching my videos and people in Russia.
Football fans.
Literally, I read that and I thought, right, I'm either going to get shot or I'm either going to get nuked because I've said offensive stuff to both parties. I mean, this is one of these things. I feel like if you hear these stories of people's phones and whatever being hacked and whatever,
Yes.
and them listening in on conversations. I feel like the poor idiot who's listening in my conversation would be like, Jesus Christ, he's a fucking lunatic.
I feel bad for anyone who ever hacks your phone.
So do I.
I feel like they'll see many things that they don't want to.
Basically. But no, I mean, back on to games.
Yes.
I think, what would you say the worst game you've ever played is?
Oh, there's so many.
See, I'm trying to think of a game that we've all played together that we thought was just shit. And I don't think there's been that many.
All the games that the three of us have played, I think we've found some type of enjoyment in.
Even if it is acting like a complete muppet.
Yeah.
Well,
when it was me and mutual friend playing together, one that comes to mind is called Castle Miner.
I've heard of that.
It's basically a Minecraft ripoff.
Yeah, no, I've heard of that.
Guns. And it's not good.
No, I've seen it before. It's fucking dreadful.
Yeah.
For me, the worst game I've played on Xbox would probably be. It's an old one. It's Sega Rally, which is one I bought last year.
Never heard of it.
No, I wouldn't even say look it up because it's just dreadful. It is a very, very arcadey game which doesn't work well with analog sticks on an Xbox controller.
Oh.
Obviously it's from Sega, and I don't know what it is, but there's just so much input lag and whatever. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Great.
So I mean, I'm a bit like, that's probably the worst game I've played.
Mm-hmm.
Because pure and simply, it's just infuriating. Like, you'll be leading and then you'll go to turn in and it'll just fuck off. And it's like, great, cheers.
Yeah. One that I remember, I don't remember the name of it, but there was a game that I downloaded and played because it was free on the Microsoft Store. And literally, I played through the first level. It was fun enough. But then literally I was on the first loading screen for a literal half an hour, and it hadn't even gotten to 10% yet.
No.
And I was like, who would sit through 6 hours of a loading screen to play a game? I'm not doing that. I don't care how good the game is.
Yeah, and I mean, there's another game that I saw that was in essence, it was a Chinese GTA, Chinese GTA ripoff. Sleeping Dogs, that's what it was called.
I don't think that's really a GTA ripoff.
I mean,
I've heard of that game, and it's actually decent.
Oh yeah, I'm not slagging it off. It's an okay game, but I get very GTA vibes from it.
It is somewhat GTA, I will give you that.
But I mean, I enjoyed it for the brief time I played it. I deleted it pretty quickly because it was a bit kind of tedious at times.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst game I'd say is Sega Rally by a mile because there's just nothing you can do on it. I mean, this is the thing: is I got Terraria when it was a free game.
Yeah.
And I liked the game, but I wouldn't pay for it because it's a side-scroller Minecraft. Fundamentally,
basically, I liked Terraria when I watched people play it.
Yeah,
I didn't like playing it myself.
No, it's one of those games that's kind of a bit crap if you've, you're sitting there on your own. You're like, hey, I want to go play this.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my first choice.
No, of course not. Like I look at several games, and my first choice, if I had to pick a game, say me and Matt were doing a charity stream of games for say 24 hours.
Well, you need to actually know how to stream a game first.
Yeah, I'd play someone to do it, to be rightfully honest, because fuck that. I can barely set up a fucking podcast.
That's true.
Like the thing is we will have, like, we will say, right, let's start recording at this time. So say tonight we said 10:30. It was a little bit later because I had stuff to sort out in personal life. I looked at the thing, and it took us until 11:30 to actually get stuff working because of our various technical difficulties.
Yes.
And it's just one of these things that, like, it's weird. This was meant to be a podcast about gaming. It's just dissolved into let's fucking have a chat.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I kind of streaming a game would be the idea is maybe one day I would like to stream us playing the game.
Yeah.
If I could figure out the audio and whatever, because I will say this now, it wouldn't be PG. It would be a strict 18. Because I cannot censor myself when playing games.
That is a fact.
I'm fucking awful at it. Right, put it this way: football vlogs, I tend to get very pissed off. It's very rare you actually hear the C word in my video. Thank you, Matt.
Well,
it was going to come out sooner. To be fair, it's a bit.
You said your dad has done it before, so I'm not the first one.
No, you're not. It was quite fun. The video, I can't remember what football vlog it is, but he goes, "What is that?" And he says the word, and then stops dead in whatever he's saying. And you just sort of see me smirk and just sort of just say something like, no, I mean, what would you say, what game would you say has the best soundtrack?
Chrono Trigger.
Now, see, for me, it would probably be, again, F1 2010. Because when you're sitting in the garage and you're sort of skipping through time, they've got some fantastic. So, I mean, I've got My Chemical Romance. They've got all sorts on it. Excuse me, blowing. There's a fly buzzing around my face.
If you're talking like a game where it uses like actual songs from like bands and stuff, then yeah. But when it comes to like an original soundtrack, definitely either Chrono Trigger or probably like Pokemon Diamond.
I've never played that, to be honest.
It's technically the fourth game in the series. There were other games before it, more than 3, but still technically the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who plays Pokemon will know what I mean.
I don't, so I'm quite happy being a naive fuckwit.
It'll be like at least 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're trying to stay on topic, so. But yeah, I would say Chrono Trigger has a great soundtrack, and then the sequel to Chrono Trigger called Chrono Cross also has a great soundtrack. And then any of the Final Fantasy games, honestly.
I mean, for original soundtracks, I've not really played a lot of games that have had an original soundtrack. The closest I've probably got is Minecraft.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest.
Not really soundtrack.
No, it's just background noise. Which, to be fair, I turn off anyway because I don't like having the music playing while I'm trying to concentrate.
Because I keep the game volume turned completely down. which is probably why I've been blown up so many times.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best at telling Matt when there's stuff behind him about to kill him. My way of telling him is sort of screaming at him like, "Oh my God, Matt, look out!" And then he turns around and then bang.
Playing Minecraft together, we're on opposite ends of the world.
Yeah, mainly because one of us has got bored and started digging.
Yeah.
Mind you, there was that time we were really productive and we ended up building like a load of houses. We were productive for a good sort of 5-6 hours.
Yeah, and we were bored the entire time.
Yeah, basically. I mean, the thing is I think what carried us that day was the conversation was brilliant.
Yeah. And I think we were both listening to music as well.
Yeah, which is something I always do. I mean, to the extent now, we're doing this podcast and I'm sitting there. I've got, currently I'm listening to Ed Sheeran's Divide album.
I've been listening to so much, Ryan. We need to do a podcast on music.
We really do, but we're not doing that tonight because we need to research for that one.
I listen to so much random crap. I can name off 16 songs right now.
Yes, I know, but bloody hell. Right, back onto games.
Sure.
Because, Jesus Christ, if we have any subscribers left after this, I'm going to be amazed.
It's your channel.
Yeah, but you're on my channel as
well. You chose to do this with me.
Yeah, I know, because it was either you
or... you asked me to do this. I'm dying. Oh God, that gave me a cramp in my side because I'm lying down. Ow.
So
I need help.
What do you want me to do? I'm sat behind a fucking computer screen.
I need assistance. Anyone who's ever gotten a stitch up their side knows my right now.
I have done before. It's a fucking bitch.
Ow.
Okay,
I'm good.
This is where he moves and it's just like cramped down his legs or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I think to finish off, we'll say top 5 games you've ever played. Now, for me, I feel
like we both have to include Left 4 Dead and Minecraft just as like
they would probably. What? Sorry.
I said we have to include those just as like a mandatory thing.
Yeah, of course. Minecraft and Left 4 Dead would probably tie in second for me.
I was going to put them as my 4th and 5th.
Thanks, mate.
No, not because of you, but just because there are other games that I play where I can play it by myself and enjoy it. But with Left 4 Dead and Minecraft, I can't. I have to be playing with someone else to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm basing it on.
Yeah, I mean,
how enjoyable it is overall.
Yeah. With me, starting at 5th and working up, my 5th game would be FIFA 12.
Okay.
My 4th would be F1 2013, which, quick caveat, was the most frustrating F1 game there was, bar none. I full on, right, I was doing a race one night. I'd been lapping Belgium. I'd done what they call a one-stop race. It's a 44-lap race. I've stopped once. I'm leading by about 30 seconds. And I got taken out on the final corner.
Fun.
About a lap before the end, and I lost my shit.
Great.
I was so pissed off. But anyway, obviously, 3rd, because I'm seriously putting Left 4 Dead and Minecraft level on 2nd. I can't put one in front of the other. Mine would probably be FIFA 16 or FIFA 16. Whatever the first year Newport County came into FIFA, because that was the first year I did a proper road to glory, which is when you take a team from League 2 to the Premier League and Champions League in England.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. I had so much playtime. I racked up, I kid you not, about 75, 80 hours on that one career mode in the space of probably 2 weeks.
Oh.
I was so committed to getting Newport up. And then, obviously, Minecraft and Left 4 Dead, that goes without saying. Those 2 games will always be one of my favourites. just because it brought me and Matt and our mutual friend together.
Yeah.
The
I'd
best.
like to point out how you worded that as those two will always be one of my favorites.
Shut up. All right, it's midnight. I'm pissed
Well
off with technical difficulties. Shut up. Fuck off. And for my first one, see, the problem is, I know I've said F1 2010 is probably my favourite game. I'm going to go F1 2011.
Alright.
Because, oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Tell you what, stepping away from Xbox for this one.
Oh.
I'm going to go for a Wii game. And I'm going to say... No, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say Wii Sports. That is like my top nostalgic game because, do you know what? I've had so many good memories on that game. I mean, the boxing, it's brought so many laughs to not just me, but my family in general. So I'd say that, honestly. Like, it's probably the best game.
Oh. Okay. You also just said something that changes my answers. Because I thought we were doing top 5 favorites. You just said top 5 nostalgic ones.
Yeah.
So I'm changing my answers. And with nostalgia, I don't think Left 4 Dead and Minecraft are on there. Because I love those games, but they're not nostalgic to me. When I think of nostalgic, I think like old games. So I would go 5 would probably be Pokemon Leaf Green. It was the first Pokemon game that I played. And then I played it for like 12 hours straight. Number 4 would be a Naruto game that I had for the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of other ones. Number 3, I think, would be Final Fantasy VII, which I never actually played through fully because we didn't have a memory card for our PlayStation 1.
Retro.
Yeah. So I never got to play through it fully. But what I did play, I loved. Number 2 would be a Nintendo 64 game called Mystical Ninja, which, again, I couldn't play through fully because we didn't have a thing for saving it. But I played it. I replayed the first 4 hours of it repeatedly.
Yeah.
And then number 1 is definitely the original Paper Mario.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And I mean, there's some very good games out there that, I mean, if I had a longer list, but fundamentally, there's, I don't know, there's just something about, Matt, you can back me up here, picking up a game that you know is like your game, like your nostalgia game.
Yeah.
And just playing it and just being like, the memories it evokes more than anything else.
Even if the game is complete shit.
Yeah. It's
just because we know it and it's like
childhood. 9 times out of 10 we know it's shit. Like,
yeah.
We've turned, Minecraft is a great example of this. We literally turned around one night after I constructed a giant penis out of wool, and we literally just sat there and went, "This is fucking shit." You remember that as well, don't you? Because I got really creative.
Yeah.
That's something that is never going to
sit. Love it. The game, not the giant wool thing.
Fucking idiot.
We love Minecraft.
Yes, we don't love giant penises in Minecraft.
Now, I am going to say something quickly. I built a house at one point in Minecraft, on creative because I didn't have the patience to go get all the stuff I needed for it. Um, and it was unintentional, but after I finished building it, I got our mutual friend into the world to show it to her, and it was somewhat of a clock tower.
Did this clock tower look like a cock tower by any chance?
Unintentionally, yes.
To be fair, talking of Minecraft, I built our mutual friend a house with a church in it.
Yeah.
I kid you not, that took me 3 hours to build. I mean, some of the stuff I've built in Minecraft is pretty damn impressive. I mean, I've built an entire football stadium. Almost, I've got to finish it. I've literally
also built like most of a city at one point.
Yeah, like literally, one of us would just say, "Hey, let's build this," and
we do it.
And then we do it for like 5 or 6 hours, and then we look afterwards, and we're like, "We've just wasted a fucking evening. We've literally just sat here for 7 hours building a house."
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things we've ever done in Minecraft, though, is the speed building.
Oh, that was funny.
It was fun. There was one moment that wasn't so great, which we both know because we felt bad about it.
Yes, no, we really...
And we won't go into because it's old.
Yeah, it happened ages ago.
But there was one specifically that I was super proud of, and it was the... I don't remember what the category was. It was underwater.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I went nuts with it. I built a friggin' mermaid. I built, like, Nemo. I built so much in, like, 30 minutes, and I was like, how did I manage this and make it look actually decent?
The thing is there was one that I absolutely nailed as well.
It was not the skin building challenge.
No, because Actually, no, it was the skin building one.
Really? Because your moose was like...
It was a midget. Literally. All the time I thought I'm going to build a micro one because I thought it'd be easier on materials. And it looked good. It looked like my skin. If it had been put in the washing machine. My moose was a midget. I was still proud of that. I still have that quick building world, by the way. I still go back and look at it every once in a while.
When you get Xbox Live again, we should go in that world.
We have to. We need to get all three of us online and just do a quick build.
Go back to it.
We don't. We just need to have a night where we just say fuck it and just go nostalgic.
I do think you and I were cheated in the skin building one, though.
We weren't blatantly, but...
Because the person that won literally was using a skin that was like just the head.
Literally.
Just the character's head.
You know what it was? It was the ghast. It was the ghast skin.
Yeah, and they built it in like 3 minutes.
Mm.
Meanwhile, I built an exact replica of the skin I was using.
And I built a midget version of mine.
The one that I literally built like a giant scaled version, an exact replica, right down to the pixels for the hair.
Yeah, Matt went anal with it. Like, massively. Shut up! He had a borderline psychotic attention to detail that night.
Look, I had been using that skin the entire time I've been playing Minecraft.
I mean, I started off, I can't remember what the first skin was, but then I switched to a moose.
And it just stuck.
It did. Like, literally, I now have the nickname Moose because of that skin.
Yes.
There was that one American who thought it was funny chasing me around shooting me, going, hey, it's hunting season, it's hunting season. I turned around and told him to fuck off and go fuck his sister. But...
So you'll say that, but you won't say the C word.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit fucked up on this channel. But admit it, you were in the party with me and he was a fucking jackass.
Yeah.
He was really pissing me off and he was from Texas. I've got nothing against the people of Texas. I quite like Texas.
Oh, I think I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Was this someone that we played with more than once?
I think so, yeah. Who coincidentally is now blocked on my Xbox.
I'm going to talk to you about that afterwards.
Yeah, no.
I want to ask
about it. Yeah, that's cool.
Now
all the listeners are like, damn, now we're going to miss out on the juicy stuff. It's really not that exciting.
No,
It's just Craib's a
you played
dick.
with a lot of people on Xbox that we're not fond of anymore.
No, and at the time you're like, yeah, I've got all these friends, but yeah, no. A lot of them were quite
Quality over quantity.
yes, literally, which is why I'm glad I have Matt and our mutual friend as Xbox peoples.
Literally, two great friends are better than 50 good friends.
They weren't even good friends, let's be fucking fair.
No, they were like mediocre friends. They were like acquaintances. If that. But, yeah.
Well, I would say that's it. We've discussed all we have about video games.
Which is strange. I thought we'd be talking. Well, it's nostalgic video games, so it's not just video games in general. If we were just talking random crap about every video game we've ever played,
then you'd literally have a 7-hour podcast. That's not even a lie.
You said 7 hours. I said 6 years. I mean...
Yeah, no, to be fair, some of the fucking stories.
Close enough. Only like thousands of hours difference.
Yeah.
Or millions of hours? I don't know. How many hours are in a year?
I don't know. A lot. But no, I mean, we're going to leave this podcast here, guys. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for Matt for appearing and probably getting my channel shut down.
You just talked about someone doing things to the person. If anyone's getting your channel shut down, it's you.
Yeah, probably, to be fair. Oh, well.
Like that, I won't even repeat that because I don't want to say it.
No, but look, I'll cover this in the thing. Fundamentally, me and Matt are both, well, Matt's 19, I'm 20, but there will be words like that occasionally. If something's really wound one of us up, then it will just slip out.
Yeah.
Sorry if it offends anyone, but I'm not being funny.
We're not the definition of politically correct.
No, and proven by the fact I've just turned around, I told a Texas person to go around and shag their sister.
Yeah.
That's tame for me, believe me. I get worse.
He does.
There was that time I played Xbox drunk, which we'll save for another podcast. That was fucking brilliant.
Meanwhile, no one's ever witnessed me drunk because I haven't really drank anything.
Nope, and that's changing when I come over.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, I won't be drinking beer.
Nope, it's fine. I'll get some cider. It's all good. You ain't getting out of it.
And what if I don't like it?
Do you like fruit juice?
Depends on the kind.
Strawberry and lime.
I don't like strawberry.
Shit. Mixed fruit? No, it's still gonna have strawberry in it. Pear.
Pear is okay.
Right, there you go. I know what I'm getting you to drink.
But I've never actually had pear juice.
Yes. Okay, we're getting distracted. We can discuss this on another time.
True.
Yes. So, as I've said, thank you for Matt for appearing.
It was your pleasure, I'm sure.
Dick. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. As we've said, sorry about the break between podcasts. We're going to try and get them out a little bit more regularly, but
hopefully.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one.